Hi guys, Ready Set RC back again today, and today we have the Traction Hobby Cragsman-C. This is the second edition of the Cragsman. A lot of changes on here for us to go over today, guys. I mean, this truck is amazing. Full disclosure right up front, this is not how the truck comes out of the box. I purchased from AsiaTees the clear body, and the wheels that normally come on here are the plastic wheels that you'll see, and I'll show a shot of what the plastic wheel looks like. What I have on here today is the bead locks. I purchased these from Amazon. They are a Method bead lock knockoff. Something I thought would look great on this truck, and I think it really did a good touch on it. But before we jump into here, show you what's different on this Cragsman-C versus the original Cragsman, I just want you guys to also understand this is a 1/8 scale crawler trail truck. This truck, I'll bring out also the Traxxas TRX4 Tactical Edition that we own and get you guys to see what the size difference is between the two. This is a very large truck. Right here, these are 2.2, guys. These are not 1.9s that you would see on a normal 1/10 scale crawler. This is 2.2s. Very large, and as you can see, it fits it very well. Also, as I stated before, this came as a clear body. What we have on here now is the Duratrax gunmetal paint, and then on the edges over here, you'll see I used Tamiya's black paint, and on the outside, I used a flat clear coat from Tamiya as well. Just gives it a good look to the truck, makes it really pop. But that's it, guys. Let's go into the scene what this truck's all about. Let's discuss some of the differences between this and the original Cragsman. So as I was telling you guys before, this came as a clear body. So if you order this, pretty sure the two colors that they sell is white and blue. You will not get the light buckets. I don't think the light buckets do come with those. Those come with everything already painted up. But you get the light buckets with the clear body, which is a great option. And eventually afterwards, I'm going to put a nice light kit on this as well. But as I was telling you guys can see here, you get 5 wheels with it. The wheels do not come glued, which was great because I was able to take the tire right off of the plastic rim and mount them up to these bead locks that I purchased, these aftermarket bead locks I purchased for them. So just going over this truck, and once again, guys, as I said, this is based off of the original Cragsman. This is called the Cragsman-C. This is a 1/8 scale crawler. Some of the things that were on the original Cragsman is probably one of the reasons why I didn't purchase the first one. The drive shafts were plastic. Now they're metal. They now have a big angle CVD set on this truck. The transfer case gears in there, they were plastic. They are now metal on this truck. Differential case was plastic. It is now metal on this truck. Also, there's an aluminum motor plate for this as well. What you'll see too, and I'll show some undershots of this, is that the skid plate or the center base on this is also metal. It's aluminum, and it's got that anodized metal, so it looks really good. It pops on this. I don't know if you remember what the battery case looked like on this, but it was just a thin slot of metal, aluminum, black with two straps on this. When I take the cap section off, you'll see what it looks like inside, and you'll definitely get a note that the battery case on here looks really good. So as I was stating, guys, a lot of changes on this truck, which have definitely beefed it up a little bit. Now, I don't know if those things on this truck were a liability or not, but they definitely have improved it by strengthening those areas. So some of the things else in this truck so that you guys know, it's a 37 turn brushed motor in here. Also, it has a 60 amp ESC. Those are one of the things that I'm going to change on this truck. I think that's a little underpowered. I have not taken this truck out to really test it out, but I like how a sensorless motor and system works in my crawlers. So that's one of the things I'm probably going to change on this. Currently, the system that's in here runs on 2S LiPo batteries, which is another thing. For a truck this size, I'm thinking I want 3S to run on this. I wouldn't mind a 3S system running on this. Other areas, guys, where I probably see that I'm gonna change out on this truck is I'm probably gonna change the steering servo on here. I feel it's a little weak for what I've seen so far of this truck. And that's another thing that I'm probably gonna change out. Just so that you get an understanding of what the size is on this truck. It's 670 millimeters from bumper to bumper. The width of the truck is 302 millimeters, and the height of this truck is 305 millimeters. The wheelbase on this truck from hub to hub is 374 millimeters. Just to get the size of that. This is a pretty large truck, guys. I really want you to understand how big this thing is. And for those of you who don't know about the Cragsman-C, there's a lot of things on this truck which boost the amount of technology that's in here. So you have remote locking and unlocking of the differentials. You have a 2-wheel and a 4-wheel drive system. This is very important in regards to your turn ratios. So here's the controller for the truck. Feels really good in the hand, guys. I've seen what the previous controller looks like. It's more of a thinner folding up antenna. Even though this antenna is a fold up antenna, it is very strong and sturdy. It just feels good. It has a good grip on the outside over here, rubberized grip, and then the wheel here is foam. So it really does feel good in the hand. I think I'm going to actually keep this controller for this truck. It really looks good, guys. It's a really nice feeling controller. Also, too, guys, what you'll find is that when you have the clear body, they provide you with a nice, clean layout of the instructions of what you need to do with this truck. Additional, you'll have the instruction manual. The only gripe I have about the instruction manual is on the picture it shows these rims, which are optional. They do not come with the truck. As I showed you in that previous picture, the wheels that come with this truck are plastic. Just to give you a quick overview, guys, the body is held with 2 clips in the rear. There are Velcro straps which you can attach to the sides if you have the clear body. Otherwise, they already come with the Velcros on the side over here. And there's 2 magnets at the top. I have elected not to use the Velcros on the side for right now, simply for the fact that using the clips on the rear here with the magnets tend to give me enough feel. I think it's going to give me a lot of problems to get this cab section off if I have the Velcro attached along with trying to get them into the area to get the body clips in on the back. That's it to remove it, guys, just so you guys get a clear look at the cab. As I said, the cab does not come in this fashion. This was me painting the cab like this. That is why it looks like that. So I left the top here clear, all these other areas clear for right now. I'll probably add, going forward, some kind of interior to this truck. Just haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that, but I am going to add some kind of interior on here, so I'd like to leave these areas clear. And just to also touch on this too, guys, about the wheels, but the wheels are licensed Mark Ma wheels. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mark Ma. He's a tire designer. The Pioneers that are on this truck, they're actually Tri-Ace wheels. I mean, if you're looking for the one-to-one version of them, they're actually Tri-Ace. And if you look up the Tri-Ace Pioneers, you'll see that it's basically these tires. So it's great to see that they're using licensed products on this truck. Also, what you'll see up in the front here is the body mounts are magnets. Great touch, and I wish a lot more manufacturers would do this. They would get rid of the body clips on the crawlers. We really want our vehicles to look more scale, put on magnetic links for us to really hide those body clips on the outside. And just starting with the front going up, these D-rings, guys, these on the old Cragsman were plastic. They are now metal. That is another added touch that's very good. In regards to this fear lead that's here, metal again. Nice little area right here for you to mount your winch. So that's good that your winch doesn't have to be exposed out. It can be hidden in the rear behind the bumper, which is a nice little touch. As I was saying before, here's that servo that I'm going to be replacing. Not too much of a fan of it. So far from just really preliminary test, I'm just not liking what I'm seeing of this servo over here. Another thing that I may change out, and I'm going to see how that goes, I don't really like how these springs perform. I'm seeing that the springs tend to get hitched a lot. And I'm not sure if that's normal or if it is, but I'll see how it performs on the trail and then adjust accordingly. I do like how it's anodized red. I like how it gives that pop, especially to the gunmetal that I've painted my body, but I'm gonna see how that goes. Another areas that I will be changing out is that motor. As I said, I like a sensorless motor in my crawlers. I am gonna switch this out to a sensorless motor on here. ESC, a little underpowered for this truck, 60 amp ESC. Would like to see that up a little bit more. Not really a big fan for what this system has for a truck of this size. What you see here, guys, is a servo that will take it from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to catch that from these pictures, but you'll see that the locking and unlocking servos on here as well. A little bit hidden with the battery tray sitting in here, but you'll notice that there's a lot of things going on, and it's just laid out nice and clean in this truck. And just showing you guys the overhead shot, as you can see clearly here, the anodized metal for the battery tray looks really good, guys. I mean, these little bits of anodized metal really make this truck pop. Bleeding out into the rear, you see the cage going into the back of the truck. Standardized fashion. I know the previous model was the Jeep JK. This now with the Ford Raptor body really looks good. I really like how it's all laid out here. And just giving you guys a sense of what it looks like underneath. On the rear side of the truck, similar to most other crawlers, you're going to see the 4-link suspension. As I said, that drive shaft now, that rear drive shaft is now metal. This is the center plate that I was talking about in regards to the skid plate. That's anodized metal here again. Very nice look. Makes the truck pop underneath. In the front, you're going to have the three links in the front. Also, again, the drive shaft here, metal. Front and rear axles, also metal, guys. Everything about this just screams strength and stability on here. So I'm hoping to see that on this truck. What I wanted to show you guys too is a quick size comparison between the Cragsman-C and the TRX4 Tactical Edition. This truck you guys know very well. It's been out for some time now from Traxxas, and we all know how this is a 12.8 inch wheelbase on this truck. Lots larger than your normal 1/10 scale crawlers, which are based on a 12.3 wheelbase. Behind this is the Tactical Edition. The only way you even know the Tactical Edition is behind this truck is seeing it through the windows. Otherwise, you would not know that I had the Tactical Edition behind this truck. That's how big the Cragsman-C is. It is a very large So you guys can clearly see here the height difference between the two trucks. I'm hoping you're able to pick that up on the camera of how much bigger this truck is. A lot of people look at this and they think of a 1/8 scale crawler not being that much bigger than a 1/10 scale. Here you have one of the larger 1/10 scale crawlers out here, and you can clearly see the height difference between the two. I posted some pictures up on Instagram, and you can clearly see the difference there as well. But we're gonna try to really show it on this video too. And here we are, guys, just another shot of what it looks like. Yes, this is rocking 2.2s on here, and these are 1.9 inch. Don't look at the wheels. Look at where the bumpers are matching up on these two trucks. Look at the difference between where the bumper is on the 1/8 scale Cragsman-C and where it is on the Traxxas TRX4 Tactical Edition. It's a large difference between the two trucks, guys. I'm going to try to zoom in so you guys can really see what that looks like. The trails and the rocks that this thing is going to be able to overcome based on the size difference between the two is huge. So more shots here. You'll see the wheelbase going from front to rear, just so you guys get an idea of what the size difference between the two trucks are. But that's it, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram for our latest posts to the channel. This is Ready Set RC, signing out. Thanks again, guys.